What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team FISHKNUCKLES YouTube channel. Today is Rogue Tuesday, and it's also the new standard format, which means no more VS Seeker, no more crazy stuff like that. We now have to build decks without VS Seeker. What are we gonna do? Well, today we're gonna play a deck that can probably help us out a lot with that. So today we are looking at Ninetales, but not Ninetales GX. So that's what makes it kind of Rogue Tuesday. Now, there was a lot of hype around Ninetales when it first came out. It soon died off, but Eduardo, good friend of mine, he actually made a deck called Hippowdon. He was the first guy who picked it up and pretty much made it really good. He came to me and said, "Hey, Squiggy, I got a new Hippos deck," and he told me about it, and I was like, man, I'm going to show this off. So today we're showing off his Ninetales deck, aka Hippos 2.0, and let's see what's it about. So Ninetales, Alolan Ninetales, its ability is Luminous Barrier. Prevents all effects of attacks, including damage, done to its Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon GX or EX Pokemon. Now, this game is highly dominated by GX and EX Pokemon. Now, it will struggle against some decks. It's actually, at first we thought it was really good, and then the more I think about it, the more scared I get about it. Because Garbodor Garbotoxin still exists, so that could shut down your abilities. Hex Maniac does not exist, so that's really good if your opponent's playing all EX and GX Pokemon. But there's still decks like, okay, Volcanian's not too bad, because they got Baby Volcanion to hit you, but then you're here for weakness, so that's okay. Metagross is somewhat scary because they attack with the Metang to kind of help to hurt you that way. So it's a pretty scary matchup. I mean, they still get Metang online and stuff like that. So maybe you can beat Metagross that way. Espeon has Garbodor and Trashline, so that seems like a rough matchup. Darkrai just plays like all GXs, so you really don't have to worry about that. I don't know what's all good in the new format. Vigavolt, you can attack with Vigavolt or Tapu Koko. So that could be a thing as well. Greninja, well, that's Greninja, that's a pretty bad matchup. So, but I mean, if they're playing all GX or EX Pokemon, you can easily sneak away games just using Aurora Beam over and over again. You do have the good Vulpix, the Beacon, such for 2 Pokemon. You got 2 Lele to help set up. And you play 2 Lapras, for the collect Blizzard Burn. Now, Blizzard Burn can help you take some big knockouts if needed. Maybe do 160 or 190. With the Choice Band, and you still have the Ice Beam GX, which is a fantastic GX attack, because you can Ice Beam for 100 and paralyze them and set knockouts for the last 2 prize cards, which is pretty good. You just Ice Beam and then Blizzard Burn. They ran out of their Guzmas already, then you're good to go. You'll take your last 2 prize cards that way, and that's what you usually do. You kind of like run them out of resources by making them use Guzma, then you Ice Beam them, then you Blizzard Burn for the game, which is really cool thing you could do. You do play Tapu Fini, which Tapu Fini is actually very interesting, because as a Tapu Storm, shuffle your opponent's active Pokemon and all cards attached to it into their deck. So you can kind of punish your opponent that way. You're trying to get rid of their only non-EX attacker. That could be something cool you can do. But then you got a Hydro Shot, discard 2 Water G from this Pokemon. This deck does 120 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, and Aqua Ring for 20. You may switch Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. The main one is a Tapu Storm, if you need to get rid of a non-EX Pokemon on the field. I'm not a big fan of Tapu Fini right now. I think Eduardo said he called it Lapras for another Fini, if I remember correctly. But I like the 2-1 split right now. Before Aqua Patch, that's how we're going to power up our Water Pokemon. Get a Water G from your discard pile to one of your bench Water Pokemon. 3 Energy Switches to move those Water Energies around. 2 Field Blowers. Hopefully with this, we can beat those Garbodor decks by getting the Flowstones off of them, which is pretty cool. 3 Max Elixirs. We still need to power up our Laprases out of nowhere, which is pretty nice. For Ultra Balls, of course, search for Pokemon, and 2 Brooklet Hill to search for basic water or fighting Pokemon and put that onto your bench, which is really strong. 2 Acerola to return 1 Pokemon, all the cards attached to into your hand. Just in case they do sometimes start swinging with a non-EX, if they can't take a knockout, you can Acerola back into your hand and kind of save your Ninetales from being knocked out, and then send up a new one and keep streamlining them, which is pretty cool. 3 Guzma. We have no more VS Seeker, so we really need a heavy line of Guzmas. He did play 1 Lillie. If you start with it, you can draw 8 cards in your hand. It could be good, but you could cut it for something else if you want to. 3 in and 4 Juniper, or 4 Sycamore. I kind of want a 4th in, especially with no VS Seeker. It kind of does help out a lot. But we're also playing a new card we haven't seen before, and that is the Bodybuilding Dumbbells. It makes where your Stage 1 Pokemon has 40 more HP, which now puts your Ninetales as 150 HP. I don't know what math that kind of helps you out here. I imagine it does something. Eduardo's one who played it, so I don't know how much it messes with him. I'd rather play more Choice Band, but Dumbbells is still cute. It does protect you from if you're fully powered a Glade attacker, because a Glade only does 130, so that could be something that could be very useful. Yeah, Glade is probably the biggest one I can help out with, because it swings for 130 and not for 150. 2 Choice Band, just really good. You two-shot pretty much everything with a Aurora Beam, Choice Band, 4 DC, and 9 Water. Because, you know, Ninetales needs a Water and DC to attack. And there we go. There is the Alolan Vulpix, the Alolan Ninetales deck, not the GX. The ability Luminous Barrier to prevent GX and EX Pokemon from hurting you. But there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rogue Tuesday, and I can't wait till next week. I'm going to test a lot of decks this week and make sure we get them ready for Main Deck Monday. Let me know what deck you want to see for Main Deck Monday. Maybe I'll base it off the comments there. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, so playing against JGH Celtic. It looks like it's a Gardevoir deck, maybe. So we won the coin flip, which is great. Yes, time to set maybe a Ninetales turn 2. The only thing I'm really worried about is a Glade, if that's the case. So press done. It's not a good hand. It's not a good hand at all. So that's good. I'm still not 100% sure how to play this new standard format with this rotation happening. Like I said earlier, so I mean, we're learning together. We're learning how to kind of fight this new wave. Alright, so there's mulligan number 1. Press done. And we get a Vulpix, a Brooklet Hill, and a Water Energy. And we got Lillie turn 1. This is actually a pretty fantastic turn 1, if I do say so myself. But let's see what our opponent is playing here. They are going... Oh, we're going first. Alright, so it's Gardevoir, like I said. So Brooklet Hill, Water Energy, Brooklet Hill. We're going to play Vulpix. Now, we can't knock out a Routes turn 2 with that 80 damage from the Aurora Beam, so that's really nice. So we just got to make sure we find a DC or maybe a Water Patch, something else to kind of get that up in the active spot. So we'll grab the Vulpix right now. I think that's fine. And we will Lillie to draw up to 7 new... I think it's 7, right? Oh, there's a Vulpix in our hand. That's good. Is it 7? Yeah, 8. Sorry, 8. But our hand's not good next turn, and we'll pass. We got the Ninetales. The only thing is we need an Ultra Ball. If we have an Ultra Ball, we'll actually be able to attack with a bench Ninetales this turn, which is actually really cool to do. But I really don't want to discard all this Water Energy in our hand right now. So hopefully we'll top deck an Ultra Ball. It'd be really nice to see. As long as we knock out the Routes and knock out another Routes, we should be good to go. We don't have to worry about Hax Maniac. The only thing we really have to worry about is the Glade. But once we get through that one Glade, maybe he plays 2, we'll be good to go. We see Brooklet Hill being used, just seeing what's in their deck. Gonna use that Ultra Ball. My opponent taking that good advantage right there. Just making sure, you know, what's in my deck, and that's what they just did there. The Ultra Ball, I'm gonna discard 2 cards from their hand. Let's see, what do they grab here? What else can they attack with? I don't think they can really attack with anything else outside of that Gardevoir. Okay, Tapu Koko. Okay, so Tapu Koko is a way that they can easily beat us. So Tapu Koko come down. Not easily, but it will do a lot of harm to us. So Tapu Koko in. We'll both get new hands of 6. Okay, we really didn't do too much outside of that Lillie, though, so I guess that's okay. Alright, so we'll get a DCE. We have no way to get a Ninetales right now. Oh boy, that's not good for us. Tapu Koko, like I said, it's kind of scary. Flying Flip could do 20 damage everywhere. We see a Fairy going to the bench, and onto our turn, we get an Ultra Ball. What a top deck. So Ultra Ball, discarding double Water. We'll grab the Ninetales. We could grab a Lele, but I'm just going to grab a Ninetales right now. Really not threatening a knockout right now. So we'll grab the Ninetales, put a DC on it. And yeah, we'll Aqua Patch the bench. And we'll just go for that Aurora Beam for 80. Put the pressure on my opponent. Now, he could get a Rare Candy Glade, like I said. That's the only thing I'm really scared of. And there's the end going to our hand, which can be very, very useful for next turn. Here comes the Tapu Koko. And on to our opponent's turn. Does he have that Rare Candy Glade in his hand? That's all we really care about. My headphones are on my foot. Sorry. The Ultra Ball. Does he have the Glade or not? Discarding 2 Fairy Energies. Wow. And there's an Octillery. Gonna be able to use that Abyssal Hand, but we do not care about that. Alright, so Octillery coming down. Abyssal Hand gonna draw some cards. Alright. I wish we had the dumbbells. So Bridge. Alright, so that's not a Rare Candy, so that's good. We're looking fine here. Gonna grab just 1 Routes, actually. Looking good. There is a Curly come out on the field. Alright. DC's deactivated. We'll see Flying Flip doing 20 to both Pokemon. Alright, so on our turn, what do we find? We find a Aqua Patch. Yeah, do we play the Aqua Patch or not? I'm gonna say yes, just so we try to get another Ninetales out. Put a choice band on the active. It really doesn't matter, and we'll play it in. I'm just trying to find another Ninetales. Guzma, Lysa, okay, Tapu Fini as well. Okay, we can use that Tapu Storm maybe if we want to go that route. We'll put it on the Ninetales, get that to play, and we will go for that Aurora Beam for 80 damage. Alright, so now the only thing, like I said, we're really worried about is a Gallade. So on their opponent's turn, going to draw a card. Do they find a Gallade or not? To make sure I got this, shuffle your opponent's active focus on all cards attached to it into their deck. So we could go for Tapu Storm. There's a rare candy. What rare candy is it? It's a Gardevoir. That's A-okay with me. That is not a Gallade. There's an Ultra Ball, though. Going to discard 2 cards from their hand. Discards a silver, a choice band, and an in. Will we see a Gallade come out? And there is the Gallade that I was talking about. That's what I'm really scared of. Alright, so see the Gallade come down. How many Aqua Patches have we used? We have 2 Aqua Patches. We see Field Blower getting rid of that. Premonition. And he's going to make sure he guarantees a supporter card this turn. Alright. So, right now our hand is not good. We can shuffle the Gallade back into the deck. That is the good thing there. We can shuffle the Gallade back into our deck. Yeah, that's what we'll probably go for, is put a Gallade back in the deck. I think that's fine. They're gonna rearrange top 5 cards of their deck. Okay. Yeah, I think just shuffling the Gallade back in the deck is actually pretty okay here. We already got rid of 1 routes. I think 1 is prized. We will see a knockout, but then we're gonna shuffle it back in the deck. And what this does, it makes it where, ooh, there's a letter as well to get the energy for the Gallade this turn. I think it's what to go for. Yep, there's energy for the Gallade. Alright, does he have a supporter card though? Alright, Seeker Spring, gonna attach the energy somewhere. Gonna put in the Gardevoir, okay. And there is a Sycamore, gonna discard the hand, drawn 7 new cards. Alright, see, what does he get here? Super Rod, gonna shuffle the routes back to the deck. Alright, oh no, actually not gonna shuffle the Super Rod back, not the routes back in the deck, okay. There's a Stretcher, alright, so Stretcher will put the routes on the field. I wonder how many rare candies they play though. This could be a very useless attack here. Alright, so Gallade coming up. We'll see a Scinta Blade for the knockout. Doing 130 damage. Okay, so going to have 5 prize cards. We'll send in the Ninetales. Like I said, we can go for... Okay, there's a top deck right need right there, kind of. We can end them. Okay. Yeah, so I'm putting on Tapu Fini. I'm going to put a Water Energy on it. Use that Lele. Yes, we're going to search for an in here. And in our opponent down to 5 cards. Alright, we'll keep the Guzma's deck, so you'll play the in here. See, what do we find? We got water, okay, Acerola, Brooklet Hill. Alright, so put down the Brooklet Hill. We'll get another Vulpix out. So Brooklet Hill, use it, grab a Vulpix. Yeah, that's fine. Fine with this play for sure. So grab Vulpix. We will retreat into the Tapu Fini. And I think we're just going to go for that Tapu Storm GX. Alright, just going to shuffle all those cards back into our opponent's deck. Alright, Gallade 2. Gallade goes in there. Go in there, Gallade. There you go. Alright, so Tapu go come up to our opponent's turn. Alright, so now our opponent's turn to see what's going to happen. Now, we could just Acerola, pick up the Tapu Fini. Okay, there's another Curler come down. Alright, DC to the Gardevoir 3, 6, 9, 12. Not enough for knockout just yet. Alright, this head for 1. Okay. What else do they have? I mean, we top deck. Okay, there's an N. If we get a DCE and a Guzma, we can bring up the Curly and take a knockout that way. Which is what I'm trying to do, really. So there's a Guzma and a DCE, so we can take a knockout. There's routes in the field, though. Okay. Seeker Spring, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Still not enough for knockout. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, not enough for knockout. Alright, okay, Choice Band. That's enough for knockout. Alright, so see a knockout. He'll go down 3 price cards. So Infinite Force for the knockout. Doing 180 damage. How many Guzmas has he played? Just the 1. Alright, so send it the Vulpix. On our turn. We can DC this guy. Does dumbbells make a difference? So we get 40 more HP. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, it still gets knocked out. So I think I'm just gonna Guzma, bring up this curler, like I said, set up our guy, and just take a knockout here with the Roar Beam. Let's see. He has 3 price cards in the field already, so if he has a Guzma, he's fine. Do we want to grab the Lapras? I don't think so. I don't think Lapras is actually that useful in this matchup. So press done, and we will just Aurora Beam for the knockout, okay? So we'll go down to 4 price cards. We find a Vulpix, okay. Alright, so on our opponent's turn. Does he get a rare candy Gardevoir? Or Glade, sorry. That is the question here. Seeker Spring, gonna get an energy on that Routes most likely. Oh no, the Gardevoir. Okay, he's pounded that Gardevoir. Maybe he has a Guzma hand. Wants to bring up the Tapu Lele and or the Vulpix. There's the energy to Routes. This hand for 2. Looking for a rare candy Gardevoir. He's already Seeker Spring, so he can't attack this turn. There's a Tapu Lele coming down. Will this grab a Guzma or not? That's the mystery here. And how many Guzmas does my opponent play? I have no idea. Alright, so there's a Guzma. Pro 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. He can knock out Tapu Lele. Going down to 1 price card. Alright, there we go. Guzma, bring him the Lele. Gonna take a knockout here. Going down to 1 price card. Alright, gonna Bissell hand. I am definitely gonna try to find a... I'm definitely getting a Ninetales this turn. If he doesn't get a Glade out and we top deck a Guzma, we'll be okay here. Alright, so go to 1 price card. We'll send in the... I think the Vulpix were... no, the Ninetales is definitely the correct play here. So we'll send in the Ninetales. On to our turn. What do we got? And it's a Lapras. That's not what we want to see. Alright, so we'll... Ultra Ball. Discard the Lapras and the Vulpix. We could Lele for a Guzma. Which I think is what we kind of have to do here. Because if you get the Guzma, he can take a knockout anyway to win the game. So we'll Tapu Lele, use the 1 attack, yes. We'll grab a Guzma, bring it up the routes, taking a knockout, okay. So grab the Guzma, play the Guzma, bring up the routes. We'll send our Vulpix. We'll put an energy on it, retreat into the Ninetales. Putting dumbbells down just to maybe some increased damage or increased HP. I think at this point we actually just get a Lapras out. And the reason why is because if he has a Guzma, he wins regardless. So we'll go for Roar Beam for the knockout. We'll go down to 3 price cards. The question is, does he have another Guzma here? There's an Energy Switch coming to our hand. He's already played 2. Does he play 3 or 4? That's the big question here. Going to draw a card. Will we see a Guzma or not coming out for my opponent? Can he find another Routes as well? Another big mystery there. Alrighty. Let's see what does. Okay, so there's another Routes hitting the field. Oh baby. I mean, if we I don't know here. I mean, if we find an, I think we have another Guzman left in deck. So there's energy going to the Routes. Seeker Spring. Energy to the Routes. Okay. What is he going to do here? What is the top deck going to be? I mean, we top deck Guzman. Okay, there's a Lele coming down. What would this Lele grab for my opponent? I mean, if he has a Guzman there, you got to think he's grabbing the Guzma. And there's an end. He's going to end us down to 3, which is fine with me. Yeah, so he doesn't have the Guzma in the deck, so we get 3 cards. If we get an energy plus a Guzma, we take the game. And no, that's not what we need right now. All right, so there's a Bissell hand. Going to draw 4 cards. All right. Does he go for Flying Flip? Does he retreat to somebody? Okay, so Flying Flip, everybody takes 20 damage. On to my turn. Do we touch a Guzma? And there's a Water Energy. That's not what we needed to see. We'll Brooklet Hill, just look at our deck. And yeah, there's 1 Guzma in there. So press done. We'll put a Water Energy on the Lapras. We will go for that Aurora Beam for the knockout here. Going down to 2 price cards, but does my opponent have a rare candy Glade in his hand or not? There's an N coming to our hand. End's really not going to matter. It's going to come down to this. Does he have a rare candy Gardevoir? I mean, rare candy Glade. There's a Tapu Lele coming up, which is fine with me. That's not what we need to. That's not what my opponent needs to see. All right, so Seeker Spring to the active. Most likely just giving that retreat that he needs. How many rare candies has he played? He has played just the 1 so far. There's a Choice Span going to Tapu Lele. There's a DC on Tapu Lele. He's getting ready. Okay, Remoraid. We're going to see a Abyssal Hand for 3. Does he find the Glade or not, or an Ultra Ball? He has 3 Ultra Balls in the discard pile already. There's an Ultra Ball, and you got to think he has a rare candy in his hand. You just have to think he has it, right? This card is an N, and I think something else. I don't know what it was. There's a Glade, and he's going to get the rare candy Glade, but does he have the supporter card in his hand? There's the rare candy. There's the Glade. Oh, baby. There's a Premonition. He's already used Abyssal Hand once, so he can't use it again. I don't know if that's going to matter or not, though. Unless he leaves, like, the Tapu Lele in the active spot. Does he have a supporter card in his hand? You gotta think he does. I think he discarded one, right? He discarded some kind of full art card. Maybe it was a DCE he discarded. I'm not sure. Let's see, what does he bring up here? He's going to treat to the Glade. And there's a Sensitive Blade. Alright, so the on to our turn. We get a Fighting Dumbbells. That's not what we need to see here, guys. Alright, so we already used our GX attack, which is very unfortunate. If we did not use our GX attack, we'd be A-okay. We'd actually be able to take a knockout here, or be able to, what is it, Ice Beam him, but we can't Ice Beam him now, okay. Oh, baby. How do we win this game now? Alright, so we're gonna put Fighting Dumbbells with this guy. We'll Energy Switch a Water Gym from here to here. Okay. We'll play the Field Blower, get rid of the Choice Band and the Choice Band. Okay. Oh, baby. I don't know if this play is going to work or not. We need some good cards off of this N for 2, which is going to be pretty impossible to see. If we had the Ice Beam, we'd actually win right now, because we'd Ice Beam and then go for the Roar Beam for the knockout, but we had to get rid of that first Glade. So we'll put a Water Gym Vulpix. We'll end at 2, looking for... Oh, there's a Ninetales, but we whiffed. Okay, so we're still not out just yet. He needs a supporter card, so put down Ninetales, okay. We will retreat into the Ninetales, discarding the Water Energy, and we'll pass. Alright, does he have a supporter card? You gotta think with, like, being able to Abyssal Hand plus Premonition, he'll be able to hit this. And there's a Premonition. Gotta be ready to stop our guards of his deck. Oh, man, this is the only unfortunate thing about the Ninetales deck. It's really hard to handle this one Glade. It's so hard to deal with it. Oh, man. I mean, I guess one way that we could have maybe handled it was to use the Lapras-GX. There is a Abyssal Hand. You gotta think with these 5 cards, he's gonna hit a supporter card. It'd be pretty insane if he does not hit one. There's a DC going out the Octillery. There's a Sycamore. I don't know what he's doing. I guess he just wants to show off that he has energies or something. So there's the Sycamore. Discarding his hand. Drawing 7 cards. And my opponent will take the game. That one Glade saved him so much. I don't know if we misplayed any right there. Like I said, maybe have went for the Lapras early enough. Maybe have knocked out the Glade that way. This is the only downside of Ninetales. If he did not, like, let's look at our opponent's deck. He only played that one Glade. If he didn't play that one Glade, we would have easily won that. And that's why Gardevoir is so strong in this new format. He did play 4 rare candy. It was just he just couldn't find it quick enough. But yeah, only 2 Guzmas. So once the 2 Guzmas were gone, they were gone forever. All right, so we'll see another game with. Oh, he played 2 Stretcher and a Super Rod as well. So whatever, man. Alright, so we'll see another game with the deck here in a second, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we take a victory, but Ninetales does. I mean, it looks good on paper. It seems really cool, but, it just didn't do it justice that way. Alright, we'll see what happens in the next game. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, so playing against Geo, Twilight, Psychic, Colors, and a Lightning deck. I don't know what this is on top of my head. What am I talking about? But we'll see what happens. We'll just always just go along and see what happens today in Pokemon Land. Alright, so they're calling the coin flip. Hopefully we'll go first, because I love to get a turn to Ninetales and start swinging. But we'll see. But of course we don't want to see any non-EX decks. Non-GX, non-EX decks. So we won the coin flip. Yeah, I want to go first. You kidding me? Alright, so on our turn, what do we get here? Alright, so we get a good old mulligan. Good old mulligan. Gotta read. Man, alright. So, we'll see what happens. Alright. On to game number 2. Hopefully, they just play all GX and EX and they just, like, auto-concede, because that's what we built the deck for. Alright, so mulligan number 1. Oh, we got 2 mulligans at least. I think it's 2. No, just 1. Alright, so start Lapras. Alright, which is not our preferred starter. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not good either. Okay, and we got a Lillie, but we start Lillie again turn 1? What is this madness? Alright, Trubbish. Well, put a Water Gem on the active. We'll Lillie. Pass. I mean, turn 2, we could go for Blizzburn to knock out the Trubbish. If we find a Pokemon. Okay, there's an Eevee coming down. Okay, that's not good. Bloodstone to the Trubbish. That's not good. That's not good. Oh no, guys. Oh goodness. Googly moogly. Alright, the reason why this is bad is because he probably is Garbotoxin. So, we'll see it in. We'll both get 6 new cards here. I don't know how we could deal with Confusion. Just gonna be perfectly honest. There's a Lapras, 2 Vulpix, and a Brooklet Hill. Okay, so we got some thinking to do here, guys. What do we do with this hand? Well, we could drop double Vulpix, put down Dumbbells and a Vulpix, Brooklet Hill for another Vulpix, and Lele for Sycamore. There's a there's a Parallel City coming down already. That's pretty interesting, but we'll take it. I'll allow that. That seems good. There's a Espeon GX coming up. Okay. Because all we really have to handle is this Trubbish. If we can knock out this Trubbish and make it where he can't get anywhere else, go away. Will be K. Alright, there's the Energy Switch. So put down Vulpix. Brooklet Hill. Yeah, that goes away. Put down Vulpix. Put down Dumbbells. Lele. Yes. We'll grab an N. I think grabbing an N here is just fine. So we'll grab the N. I'm actually going to Brooklet Hill for another Vulpix as well. Just in case he puts another Parallel City down, we can get rid of all of our Vulpixes. And we'll just play in to get a new hand of 6. Okay. Let's get a Max Elixir, Acerola, some other stuff I really don't care about. So, what do we want to do here? I'm going to put a Water G on the Vulpix. And I'm just going to pass to our opponent's turn. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine, Pokemon. That's fine. Yes, I'm fine with not attacking. Are you kidding me? What kind of question is that? Because what we can do next turn is Ace Rope the Lapras, send a Vulpix, and then collect for like double Ninetales, which is not a bad thing at all. There's a DC going to the active. We might see a Divide GX here, knock out the bench Vulpix with the Dumbbells on it. It's not a bad play at all. I just wonder if he plays Garbodor or Garbotoxin. Alright, so Brooklet Hill not going to grab anything. He's just looking through his deck to see what's all in there. There's an N. Oh man, our hand was really good though, opponent. Why you do this to me? So, we'll get 6 new cards. Okay. Goodness, this hand's ugly. Alright, another Trubbish in the field. That's good. That's always a card we don't want to see. And a Psychic, actually, for 90. Alright, so that's actually fine with me. We get a Vulpix. I don't really care about that. We'll put a Water Gem on the active. Just retreat into the Vulpix. Yeah, and we're just gonna Beacon right now. With the Beacon, we're gonna grab double Ninetales. I guess we can grab Ninetales and then Lele. Okay. Alright, so on our opponent's turn, it depends what he does here. I'm definitely putting down the Vulpix, the Ninetales, but if he keeps one of the Trubbish on the bench, I'm just going to Guzma it up and take a knockout this turn. There's an Eevee coming down, okay. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Just Guzma up that Trubbish, take a knock on it. There's a Guzma. Gonna go Trubbish with the Water Energy on it. That's not very nice of him. But we can still take a knock on it. That's fine. Because we got the Aqua Patch, DCE. We're good to go. We can get an attack off this turn. So I'm not too concerned about this. There's a Psychic going to Eevee. Okay. Now, will he go for Psychic or Divide GX, I wonder? I'm not sure. Alright, so another Espeon coming down. Okay. And I guess the big question here is, does he play any of the Garbodor Garbotoxins? I don't know. This could be all for nothing, and he doesn't play the Garbodor Garbotoxin, but we want to be super careful. So 90 damage coming down. Going down 5 prize cards. We'll send him a Vulpix. Okay. On our turn, we will put down a Ninetales. Aqua Patch to the Ninetales. Put a DC on it. We use the Lele, use the Wonder Tag, yes, and with this, we're going to grab a Guzma. We're going to bring up that Trubbish with the Float Stone on it, okay? So Guzma, bringing up that Trubbish. Send in our Ninetales. Okay, I'll just make sure I read it correctly. And We'll put on the other Vulpix just in case he ends us, and we will just go for a Roar Beam for that 80 damage for the knockout, going down to 5 prize cards. Alright, so that's what we need to see there. We go down to 5, we're getting a Sycamore, okay? And let's see what our opponent does here. Does he find the Floatstone? There's a good old Espeon coming up, okay? Now, can we knock out Espeon? Yeah, we can. I mean, we can, like, Blizzard Burn. Actually, Blizzard Burn does not knock it out. I'm lying. There's a DC going to the active. Okay. He could go for Divide GX, knocking out the Lapras. But how many Guzmas does he play? Is my question. There's another Guzma. Okay, as soon as I say that, he brings up another Vulpix with the Guzma. Okay. He's going to go down to 4 price cards. Another Vulpix being knocked out. But if we could type like an Acerola, we can get rid of the Lapras off the bench and make it where he can't knock it out. But he still has 2 Lele's. But the Lele's can't be really knocked out by Espeon or Garbodor, so I'm not too concerned about that. Okay. So Divide GX will come out, and that's what I kind of figured what would happen eventually. But where does he put the other 4 damage counter? So 1, so you gotta think he's put 6 on the active, right? But where do the other 4 go? 4. Okay. Okay. There's a 60. Okay, so that's getting knocked out. But where does the other 4 go is my question. I don't know. Looks like he is going to put on the Vulpix, okay? Or the other 2. No, he has 10, yeah. So 6, 7, 8. He has 2 more left. It's only 8? I don't know. Did I miss something? I don't know. Maybe I did miss something. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. But I think what I'm going to do right now is just put a Water Gene on Vulpix. And just go for a Roar Beam. Okay. Well, it's our opponent's turn. Let's see, what does he have? How many Floatstones has their opponent played? Just the 1? Yep, just the 1 Floatstone, okay. Oh, man. Right now, Garbotox and Garbodor only does 40 damage. I'm not too concerned about that. Okay. I want to save our Field Blower if he puts it out of the Floatstone. I just wonder if he'll commit a Garbotoxin Garbodor or a Trash Lynch Garbodor. I just don't know what's in his deck. If Fusion does work, he's already used 2 Guzmas. That Guzma is pretty much useless. I don't know why he Guzma and then Divide GX. Seems pretty weird. Another Side Beam, not going to do anything. On our turn, we get an Energy Switch. Don't care too much about that. So I'm just going to go for another Roar Beam for another 80. Alright. And I don't know if he just doesn't have a supporter card, or what's the case there. What was the case there? I don't know. But right now, that Espeon GX has 40 HP left. That's good. Fantastic. We're looking good right now. Like I said, I just wonder, is he going to commit to a Garbotoxin Garbodor, or is he going to find a Trash Lynch one? 6, 79, 10, level 12, 34, 15. A Fighting Dumbbells doesn't save us. That's why I haven't committed to Ninetales. Plus, if he gets rid of it, it's another card to discard pile. A Psychic will knock us out if he gets a Garbodor out. There's a Parallel City coming down. Gonna make it where we actually do less damage. But we still take a knockout this turn with our Ninetales. He only has a bench of 3 now, so I think that's actually okay for us. Okay. I can't tell if he's just dead drawing, if he doesn't have anything, if he doesn't know what to do. There's a lot of questions. So Bridget, gonna search for 1 Pokemon. Okay. Probably another Trubbish if I was a betting man. But we'll find out here together, guys. Alright, so Trubbish hit the field. And what he could do is go for an Acid Spray if he wants to go that way. Try to get rid of the DC off the active. But as soon as he does that, we have an Energy Switch, Energy in our hand to kind of counter that. So that play doesn't really work either. And then we could get rid of the Field Blower. We could play Field Blower, get rid of the 80. Make sure we take a knockout out of the way. So yeah, I wonder how he's going to play this turnout. Does he have a Psychic Energy? Will he treat another Espeon? Does he have Garbodor in hand? Does he have Ultra Ball? He has 4 cards in hand. We have no idea what they are. He just Bridget for a Trubbish. Okay. Such a weird match here. Just waiting our opponent now. See what he wants to do here. He probably so it looks like he just passed or he timed out. I don't know which one it is. But we're War Beam here for a knockout. Okay. 160, taking 2 prize cards, so 1 and 2. There's a Max Elixir and an N. Alright, so who does he send up here? Hopefully he did timeout. Okay, so he's going to set up Trubbish. It does not look like he timed out. That's good. So going to draw a card. Maybe his hand's just really terrible and he just doesn't know what to do. That could be a big possibility as well. But like I said, we can knock out the Trubbish turn. We have the Field Blower. I kind of want to save it for Floodstone, but we can get rid of the Trubbish. And then, I don't know. We're looking good right now. He's already played 2 Guzmas. Kind of wasted the Divide GX. There is the Trash Ledge Garbodor coming down. But right now, we only have 2 in the discard, so it's only going to do 40. There's a Psychic going to the active. There's a Trash Ledge for 40. Okay. On our turn, get another Water Energy. Put a Water Energy on the Vulpix. We will Aurora Beam for another for 80. And the next turn we can knock it out. He can't really... Okay, 60, sorry. But we can still knock it out. No need to play the Field Blower. I forgot the minus 20, but it still hits perfect numbers on a Garbodor. Alright. We just kind of need to find another Ninetales, but I really don't want to play anything. Our hand is full of items. Don't really want to play anything like that either. Alright, just sitting here waiting. What is he going to do now? He could do another Trash Lance. He can maybe go for a Acid Spray, which will actually knock us out. So there's a Flowstone. Going to the bench, Trubbish. There's a Choice Band going to the bench, Espeon GX. And there's a Sycamore coming down. So does he find a Garbodor Garbotoxin? Oh, baby. Does he play Garbodor Garbotoxin? I don't know. And that's actually another Field Blower. Okay, it's first Field Blower gone. So it's Ultra Ball. Will this get out a Garbotoxin Garbodor? Discard a Psychic and a Tapu Lele-GX. There's the Garbodor Garbotoxin coming online. Alright, so that is what we were kind of scared of. But I think we're going to be okay here. If he attacks with the Garbodor, like I think he's going to, we can take a knockout on it, right? In the next turn, we can do everything. So there's another Trash Lance doing 40, okay. On our turn, I'm going to Field Blower, get rid of the DCE and the Choice Band. No, we need to get rid of the Parallel City, actually. Okay, so get rid of those 2. We'll put a Water Energy on the Lapras. I'm going to Fighting Dumbbells. And I think I'm just going to Aurora Beam for 80 for the knockout, okay. What I'm going to do next turn is going to go for the... I'm gonna freeze him with an Ice Beam. Hope he doesn't have an Acerola or a Guzma, and then we can Blizzard for the knockout. That's how we're going to win this next turn. Does he have a Flowstone? I don't know. There's a Tapu Lele coming down. Will this grab a Guzma? Guzma actually be pretty bad here. Yeah, Guzma actually be pretty bad. He can knock out a Lapras, which is not good at all. Let's see. What does he get here with this? Does he find his third Guzma? He's already played 2. But if he finds a Guzma, who does he bring up? I don't know. Probably in here. It's not a bad thing either. Just grabbing it in. Ending us down to 2. We do have a lot of resources left in our deck, and there is an N. Alright, so he's going to end us down to 2. If we find an Energy and an Energy Switch, we'll be able to take a knockout. We'll not be able to take a knockout. We'll be able to freeze him. So Energy and N. He's going to get 4. We're going to get 2, and hopefully we get 2 good cards here. Come on, baby. There's an Aqua Patch and an N. Alright, that's very, very close to what we need. Alright, so Flowstone to the Garbodor, shutting down our abilities one more time. And we'll see a Psychic for the knockout. I am going to promote the Vulpix. It does have that free retreat. Or that 1 retreat cost, so we can send it up. Alright. And on to our turn. What do we top deck? There's a DCE, so put a DC on this guy. We will retreat the Vulpix in... Oh, hold on. Cancel. Hold on. That's also misplay. It's almost misplay there. Aqua Patch first. And we'll play an in. I'm just going to put his hand down. And plus, we get some more cards. So I'm going to in here. There's a Max Elixir. Okay. I'm going to retreat into the Lapras. I'm going to Max Elixir. I'm just thinning our deck out right now. Ooh, there we go. There's a Water Energy right there. Alright, we'll put a Water Energy on that Vulpix. We'll go for the Ice Beam GX attack. Alright, 100 damage. On to our opponent's turn. Let's see. Oh, I guess maybe we should have saved the Max Elixir, because if we don't hit an Energy, we actually can't go for that Blizzard Burn. It needs 3 waters. But he is paralyzed, everything like that. He needs a Guzma, but he's already played 2 of them. Does he have an Acerola in hand? An Acerola would be kind of scary because then you can put energy on the Lele, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, which would knock us out. But does he have an Acerola or Guzma? He cannot use Tapu Lele. And there's the victory screen, and there we go. We didn't have the energy straight away, but you gotta think we had multiple energy switches in the deck, and there we go. Take on that Espeon Garbodor deck, which is a very, very hard matchup, because if you look at our opponent's deck, he does play that Garbodor Toxin, which we did see full effect in there. Played Espeons as well in Tapu Koko, so very interesting deck. I think he did he played 3 Guzmas. It just looks like he didn't have the last one in his hand, unfortunately. But yeah, there we go, guys. Taking on the Espeon Garbodor deck, which seems very hard because he does have that Garbodor and the Trash Lance, but we played it perfectly. Made sure we didn't put a bunch of item cards in there, and we were good to go. The only thing I don't understand is why he Guzma'd and then Divide GX. It seems like it was I don't understand that play. Maybe after he Guzma, he thought about Divide GX. I don't know. But guys, there we go. There is Rogue Tuesday playing our crazy deck. Oh man, yeah. Let's look at our deck one more time. It is the Ninetales GX. Maybe it's good now. I don't know. Yeah, but I want to give a shout out to Edwater one more time for giving the list. Talking about Hippos 2.0. Is it good? Probably not. It has a lot of bad matchups, and there's a lot of stuff that has non-EX attackers. But still, it was a lot of fun playing today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. We barely lost the Gardevoir, and then we took down the evil Espeon Garbodor deck. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.